today was going to be Nothing's Impossible for God. So the message was just brief. So I had it it was pretty much I read it through Luke 11:17, from Luke 1 to 37 as well. So when I had myself going through the message, what I took from it as well was that God, we often need God. We normally don't tend to go in terms of like, when we're going through struggles and things like that, we tend to bypass God and we don't tend to look to Him. Instead, we should start to look to Him at all times. This message was taken and followed from Luke 11 to 17. So first, I'll just have a read over the message, and then I'll kind of break it down a little bit as well. So soon after Jesus went to a town called Nain, his disciples and a large crowd went along with him. As he approached the town, at the gate, a dead person was being carried out, the only son of his mother, and she was a widow. A large crowd from the town was with her. When the Lord saw her, his heart went out to her, and she wasn't crying. Then he went up and touched the parrot that they were carrying him on. And the priest stood and he said, "Young men, I said to you, get up." The dead then stood up and began to talk. And Jesus gave back to his mother. They were filled with awe and praised him. When I had read through this message, there's a couple of things that were pretty obvious. The mother at the time, well, she wasn't crying. She was in distraught. A lot of things were happening. She has no husband. She had no husband. She had just lost her son, and her future didn't seem too bright, and she had lost her safety net. But sometimes our lives feel like that. We feel like we've lost everything and we just don't know what we're doing. But the presence of God does not just mean the absence, but the death. But the presence of death does not mean absence of God. And at times like that, as obviously I had gone through the message, even at times like with everything that was even happening, we could still see that God still looked out for her. Even she didn't seek for assistance, she didn't seek for help, or she wasn't even praying at that time. God was still willing to put out His hand and help her in times of need as well. But that was just a little brief message that I just brought in the morning, and I just thought maybe I just want to express it at church. So thank you.